What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Now, uploading on this day is a little bit odd. Basically, I don't know why I didn't just do it on Sunday. I have no reasonings, but it's out now, so it's all good. It's all good. So today's video is basically going to be how you can just structure a upper and a lower body session. So two separate sessions, kind of aimed at if you're not on a program, or you're in between programs, or you're just going into the gym and you don't know what to do, you don't know how to structure your session and you're a bit lost, then hopefully this will give you a bit more of an idea of how you can structure one-off sessions or structure your own program potentially, or when you just go in the gym, have an idea of what you should do. So I'm going to start off with the upper body stuff, and then we'll go into the lower body stuff at a later, so I'll say a later date, but it's going to be like in 4 minutes time or so roughly. Okay, so there are almost boxes you want to tick, and this goes for both sessions, to have not a good session, but kind of hit what you need to. It's especially if you're doing one upper and one lower a week, especially you want to be ticking these boxes more so. If you're doing more than that, then you can kind of spread out the weekly frequency of stuff and kind of the volume across a week. But say you only had like one session, or you only go on one day you were doing upper, one day you were doing lower, and that's it for the week because you're doing other stuff and you're only doing that, then you should really aim to tick the boxes that I'm going to kind of go through. So upper body sessions anyway. So you kind of want to make sure you hit a horizontal push and pull and a vertical push and pull. Something in my eye. Get out. Oh, it's still there. So in terms of kind of what I mean by the horizontal and vertical push and pull, vertical will be like so. So this could be a military press or shoulder press, and a pull up, chin up, lat pull down, anything that's pulling down like that, and then anything that's pushing up like that. Obviously there's a whole array of exercises you could choose for both, so just picking what one you want to do. But that's your kind of example of your vertical push and pull. Horizontal push and pull. Now horizontal push could be bench press, dumbbells, incline, anything this way. So kind of your bench, and then obviously the horizontal pull will be the reverse, pulling back into your chest. Bent over row, single arm rows, bench pulls, yada yada yada. Again, the list goes on. Now, you want to hit at least one of those a session. So you want to hit one vertical push, one vertical pull, one horizontal push, one horizontal pull, because that'll make the bulk of your sessions up. Now, if you were only doing one upper and one lower week, I would probably recommend sticking to more of the compound movements. So this could be your vertical push, could be a standing barbell overhead press, military press, whatever you want to call it. Your vertical pull main movement could be a pull up, chin up, and obviously you can weight that. If you can't do one of those, then kind of getting bands out or doing eccentric versions of it will be a good route to go down. Obviously you could do a lat pull down, but I'd probably stick to more hanging off the bar myself. Horizontal push, bench press, easy as. Big old bench. Pull could be bent over row, bench pull, something that's quite big. I would say bent over row preferably, but again, that's up to you. So those are the exercises I'd probably recommend if you're doing one upper body a week. If not, you can then look at different aspects. So also you can add on accessories onto that. So you could do vertical push, vertical pull, horizontal push, horizontal pull, and then chuck in 2 accessory exercises. So that could be some chest flies, some rear delt flies, some lateral raises, bicep work, tricep work, anything really. Shrugs. It's like kind of your choice. So that kind of gives you, let's just say 6 to 8 movements you could do a session. I have a good structure and a good rhythm to it. So just moving on to the lower body sessions. So kind of following that same idea, you want to hit a squat / a deadlift movement. So I would always say hit some form of squatting movement, whether that be a front squat, overhead squat, back squat, goblet squat, any form of squat. Always hit that. The squat's like the king of lower body movement. If you can do a squat, do a squat. If you have a reason you can't, injury, or you're not quite there, mobility, find a way around. If you can, if not, then you're gonna have to sub it for something else. But squat would be always my go-to exercise to add in. Now I say / deadlift. You could do some deadlifts later on in the session and have a higher rep range but lighter load, or you could swap it around and have your deadlift as your main movement and go heavy on that, and then kind of have some squats later on in the session where you go higher reps, lower weight. So it's either which one you want to work on. I would say just do one. I wouldn't do heavy squats and heavy deadlifts, just because your CNS will absolutely be fried. So your central nervous system, you'll be fatigued and you'll just feel horrendous. So I'd say pick one of the two, but you can actually do both in the session still. Just you're gonna have to decide which one you want to do heavy and which one you don't. Always have a hip hinge in there. So that could be a deadlift. You have a slight hip hinge, but for me, I would always go for an RDL. I love RDLs. I think that's such a good movement. If you're Romanian deadlift, stiff leg deadlift, whatever you want to call it, I would always add that in. Again, you can do dumbbells, barbells, you can do single leg, double leg, different variations of them, but I would have them in there. Obviously, deadlift is sort of a hip hinge, but an RDL is really a hip hinge. You could have a good morning as well. There's another one like that. Very similar, but slightly different. But again, good after that. So I would always say, yeah, squat or deadlift, hip hinge. And then for me, this could go upper body as well. And I use it a lot in my upper body, but it's a big part. I think more lower body stuff is working unilaterally. So one leg at a time. So bilateral is 2 legs. Unilateral is 1 leg. It doesn't have to be legs, it could be arms. And so again, like if you went to upper body, you could do a single arm dumbbell press and a single arm row. That'll be working unilaterally. Again, which I recommend adding in a lot. Very, very helpful and very beneficial for you. But more so legs. So you could do like lunges. You could do reverse lunges, front lunges, side lunges, single leg RDLs. Looking at leg extensions, like hamstring curls, you can do them single leg. You could actually do single leg squat to boxes. Absolute list goes on and on. But I would always say stick with having some form of single leg work in your sessions at all time. That could be higher rep stuff towards the end or whatever you want. I wouldn't put it above like the bilateral, so 2-legged stuff, but have it after, but have it in there for full show. And then you chuck in some, for your lower body still, you can chuck in some accessories, just like you did upper body. So leg extension, hamstring curl, TKEs, GHDs, like calf raises. I would personally always say do calf raises. At the end of your every leg session you do, just do some calf raises. Because effectively, there's very minimal fatigue, very minimal stress on your CNS, and you need to work calves. Calves are stubborn. Some people are lucky, some people aren't. Some people are kind of in between, but you got to work at them. Regardless of where you are, you have to work at it. So I would always say chuck some calves in. You don't want small calves and big hammies and quads. You'll look really silly. Unless it's like you just can't help it, and then you just got to learn to live with that. So I'm sorry, you're not silly. It's just unfortunate. Yes, you do want to work your calves. They're important, especially if you're in a team sport or you do a lot of running. Especially, they have a lot of performance benefits. A lot of ankle stiffness. The calf's going to help that a lot. And then for aesthetics, it just looks good as well. It helps that. But yeah, I would also do calves. You can do them single leg. You can do them double leg. You can do high reps, low reps. You can do them seated. Add weight onto you. Like, again, so many options for that. You've just got to pick what you want to do. So that's kind of the format. I kind of ran through that quite quick, but it's quite that simple. Quite that simple. That sentence wasn't quite that simple. I don't think I said that in like English. It's a form of English. Just my English. But yeah, like, you don't have to overcomplicate it. Some people go in the gym and they feel, oh, got to do this, got to do this, got to do this. Got loads of volume. Like, you don't have to do loads of volume all the time. If you just follow that kind of thing, so like upper body, vertical push, vertical pull, vertical, horizontal push, horizontal pull, accessory, you could go to. You've got 8 exercises there. It's plenty. Doing 4 sets, 3 sets on each, 5 on some, 3 on others. Like, you're going to get a total volume is going to be quite high. Same with the lower body, you could do the same thing, but it's completely up to you. But I just want to go through that quickly, and it's not to go into too much depth of what you should do in terms of sets and reps. Literally just the structure of exercise selection effectively. So when next time you go into a gym, if you're not sure what you want to do, or you're a bit lost, or you want to do something different, before you go in, just kind of look at that, kind of use that list, like write down squat, hip hinge, unilateral. I'd say I'll have at least 2 exercises for unilateral, and then accessories, and just kind of add in what you want. Same with upper body, vertical push, just add in like military press, horizontal push, bench press, just like, then it gives you, and then you can just work out your sets, your reps. It's pretty much it. It's simple, just don't overcomplicate it. Just pick a few exercises, work every kind of aspect you need to, and yeah, that's effectively it. So I do hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. I just wanted it to be quick, useful, some tips for you. And if it was useful, I'm very happy about that. And I do hope if you are going into a gym and you actually use this, you do it right and do it well and have a good session. But anyway, if you did enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up button. It shows me that you actually liked it, and just don't lie to me and say you do like it in person, but really you think, you crap. Also, comment down if you would like to. You don't have to, but if you like to, I will reply to it as well, so you get me replying to you. Yay! Subscribe to the channel. That's not like, that's just what you should do. You should do that. It's just kindness out of your heart. A lot of people will be like, oh, I just don't know how to make an account. Look, I don't want your excuses. I don't bloody want them. I don't need them. I don't want them. They're not good for bloody anything. That's all I've got to say on that. Also, if you want to share it with someone else, show someone the video. And then I will see you next week with a vlogging gym session sort of thing. It's a lower body session. I've filmed it today actually, hence the same t-shirt in the video. But I did film it today, and look out for that. I hope you enjoy that and do that session as well. So these kind of go hand in hand in a way. Smart, right? Didn't think of that before this, but it's bloody smart. But anyway, I will catch you next Sunday. Not next Sunday, but Sunday coming for that video. So until then, later.